Hey, buddy, it's Victor. It's time to need run here. The Binding of Isaac Victor Repentance Plus series. Happy Wednesday, Mosh Pit. I'm not gonna lie, I'm recording this right after yesterday's episode, and man, that was just one of those episodes where you just gotta kind of just move on from it. You know, we did get the dub, obviously, but not without some headaches and not without some trolling. However, we got ourselves a great new picture of the day here, brought to you by Starbucks. I think that's how you say their name on this Invicta subreddit. Title thread was 1 year update on the Sin Baby, which I still am not sure about that name, but in the thread they said she's been through the journey from pregnancy to our 1 year birthday. Through it all, she loves to watch Invicta with mom and dad. Thank you very much, Starbucks, as well as mom and dad. I believe that's mom who posts this on the subreddit. And yeah, the Sin Baby title. I mean, again, I think it's pretty metal. But it could have a different connotation depending on how you look at it. Today's gonna be 7 Lima Delta 8 Golf 3 Bravo. Yeah, man. Like when those runs happen, you know, I always, for some reason I get the urge to just apologize. I don't know why. I don't know why that is. I accidentally took. Oh, okay. Well then, I guess we're just. Yep. All right. So what happened? That was a string of weird button presses. So I was going to use Undefined and explain what Undefined did, but I accidentally used the pill, which was the amnesia pill, into trying to correct what I was going to say about Undefined, and then we got teleported to the I'm Air room. So my brain was just like, oh. Okay, I guess we're just doing this. So we skip our first floor boss room, which is not what I would say is recommended. It's slightly suboptimal. Obviously, you don't want to use Undefined ever. And I was just going to what I was trying to do was I was just going to teleport out of the curse room to save ourselves a little bit of guff there. But instead, looks like we're off to a hot start here in October. But going back to what I was talking about in the curse room. Yeah, I for some reason whenever we get those type of runs, I feel compelled to apologize, and I don't know why. It's not like I did anything wrong, you know. It's just like I feel like the entertainment value lacks on certain runs like that, and that's really the curse of Isaac, is just having videos that do well or do not so well based on what items show up. You know, it's sad but true, but that's just how it always is. And yesterday's run definitely qualified as that. I was really, really disappointed that we didn't get more of a showcase to show off what Parasitoid could do. But Infamy was absolutely 100% the savior of that run. We took so much damage there that was fully mitigated by it. And then on top of that, having the Satanic Bible helped out a lot. We've got a fair bit of Red Heart HP. I believe we have 4. Oh my gosh. Okay, well. You get a movement speed upgrade. Unlike yesterday's run, we do not have a movement speed problem in this run here, and I'm going to go back and try to pick up another Soul Heart. We could play for... Oh, okay, so now we got to play for the bomb, because PhD would definitely help us out quite a lot. There's a bomb in there that we can't get. Obviously, Navi is going after and showing us all the secret rooms, which we already knew that they were there. Hoping that if we can get a bomb, or if we just get even a quarter from the secret room or something like that, that would be ideal here. But of course, we don't even get a full charge, because I was planning on using Monstro's tooth to help us out with that, and we can't do that if we don't have a full charge. Although we will have a full charge, I think, after fighting the boss. So there still could be a play there to make for PH Dizzle. We have to get a little lucky in the secret room, though. I believe that Monstro's tooth can open these secret rooms. If it can't, it can definitely break open rocks and stuff. So we may have to position ourselves, may even take a hit of damage. None more so than that little long tracking shot there. And this is the reason why I wanted another Soul Heart, was because if we fight an enemy like Turdlings or something, we need to have that buffer zone to make sure that we get the double deal here. As our offense is not as good, I would say, as yesterday's run was, at the start anyway, but we also don't have Parasitoid in this run. So us securing a double deal here for a hotter start than floor 1 is pretty much essential. We've got to clear these dips here, as they act as moving projectiles that the Turdlings will fling everywhere. Now that also brings a downside whenever you're fighting turdlings, is that when you remove a dip, it causes the turdlings to spawn more dips. So there has to be a bare minimum of dips in the room for the turdlings in order for them to keep on spawning them. And all you're doing is just encouraging them to produce more. So if you don't have the tears raid, you can get overrun by turdlings very, very, very quickly. Almost got schmooved there. I saw it slip right behind Isaac's character model there. The box was just going to give us a bomb, hopefully, yes, indeed, and also going to give us the Blessed Penny, which is great. And we even get a Temperance Machine. That's going to be huge for the Blessed Penny play. And we can go back and get PhD now, I think, maybe. We not get a bomb? Yeah, I was going to say, what the heck? I'm sitting here looking at our consumables. I'm like, what the heck is the bomb? We literally just got done getting the box. There's no, and it wasn't a troll bomb. Anyway, I'm losing my dang mind over here, man. I'm going to bomb the donation machine, even though we could maybe get some extra help in the secret room. This just provides us with more than enough money to get what we want, and also hopefully a proc from Blessed Penny. Or not. And PhD is going to be Telepills. Reverse Hangman card, which the Reverse Hangman card is interesting because that does give us money. It turns us into the Tainted Keeper. I don't think we're done with the plays here yet, though. I know that we still have a Red Heart container. So I'm hoping, and I don't know how many Red Heart containers we have. I think we have one. I'm hoping that we can at least get some value out of the Blessed Penny here. Okay, we got 2 soul hearts there. There's another heart down here. I know that we have soul hearts, so we can go beyond the golden heart there and go pick up this red heart, and then we'll tap that for 2 and see where we lie HP wise. Yeah, it worked out great. So at the end of the day, the plan worked. It just didn't work in the correct the order that I thought it would. I'm going to go back, get car battery here. I think car battery is a must-have. Telepills, you know, we could try to go for telepills. Oh, it's another telepills too. I mean, it could get us out of the curse room for half price. I'm going to try it. Yeah, it did. Okay. So really the only thing now is that do we take the reverse hangman card or another telepills card or telepills pill? And I think we go for the reverse hangman card for now. So making plays here. It was a good floor, but I really wish I knew what was on the. Go in the secret room real quick. I really wish I knew what was in the first floor boss room and the shop. That's another thing too. We accidentally skipped the shop there, thanks to Undefined, which is, yep, Undefined's in the doghouse, never to be removed again. That's a life sentence right there for you. But the reverse hangman card, this could be the play of the run, theoretically anyway. There's the darkness. So the reason why this is such an appealing play here is because when we turn into Tainted Keeper, not only do we get triple shot, obviously, but we're going to start. It activates Tainted Keeper's passive, which is going to produce coins every time we kill an enemy. That is, if we kill an enemy. And now that also works doubly great with us having the Blessed Penny. So in a weird way, you could kind of think of it, if you squint at it hard enough, you can look at it as kind of like a Soul Heart generator card for us. But unfortunately, we're getting 2 very tanky rooms here, and may not get another. Yeah, it's already over. It was a good idea, but we just got 2 really bad rooms that hard countered the idea. Blessed Penny, by the way, is going to give us a chance to spawn a half Soul Heart every time we pick up a coin. So as you can imagine, that's a very important part of this build here, and we'll continue to do so because I don't foresee myself getting rid of it anytime soon. Obviously, we really need a tiers upgrade. 2.0 tiers is at the very bottom of what I would consider to be very bad tiers, and then god awful is anything below 2. So we're essentially attacking twice per second, which is not. It sounds like a lot, but it's not. We need to, and of course, base Isaac stats. For tiers rate, it's going to be 2.7, so we're far below base Isaac stats here. We did get Lusty Blood in the Devil Deal, which, you know, it's good. It's going to help us out with damage. But it's totally dependent on how many enemies we kill in the room. And for us to sort of take advantage of that, it's best if we can kill them early and quick. Not in these prolonged sort of situations here like we're seeing. But it's better to have Lusty Blood than not. Fast bombs here. Fast bombs is going to allow us to, first off, get 5 bombs. And secondly, it's going to allow us to sort of spam bombs to lay them. If we needed to use them offensively for whatever reason, they very much hard counter Beast. Very much hard counter Mother in her charge phase. And overall, I mean, you know, fast bombs are great. You got to be careful, though, if you decide to use them offensively, because obviously they could blow up and sort of overlap the fuses or the wicks and end up hitting Isaac. So just be a little bit cautious about that. I don't usually recommend using fast bombs offensively unless you're going to be fighting Beast or Mother, but you know, you can do what you want. Check out the super secret room here. It's going to be a bunch of pills. We got a health up, puberty pill, a luck up, see forever, and balls of steel. Balls of steel is going to give us 2 soul hearts here. Little baggy PhD. I mean, there's not a whole lot to dislike right there about that. The waste of an I Can See Forever pill, by the way. We know that health ups are in our pool, which is good. Mastro's Tooth absolutely smashing that right there. I don't know why the whole world started building itself, but go off. Let's go back and let's do the challenge room. We have the bombs to do so, and it's 2 stone chests in there, so we can easily just get in there with one bomb. And this could potentially give us more coins for HP, or even could potentially give us some stat ups. Coins, and obviously it's going to be a little bit easier for us to clear now that we have Lusty Blood. But that initial damage, though, as you see, is very lacking, to say the least. And that's what sort of worries me about this run, is that we don't have that immediate impact of damage for a stat anyway. And we're going to be, again, facing another long, prolonged sort of dogfight of a run here. Thank you, Monstro. Now the question becomes, do we take Little Baggy, which is basically going to only spawn pills? We'll no longer get runes, and we no longer will get tarot cards from this run, and we don't really get a whole lot of chance to use Little Baggy that much. So I'm going to do it and just have faith. I have faith in PH Dizzle. Lots of curses lately. Last couple of runs here was the wrong direction to dodge. And we're just going to keep taking these sort of pot shots of damage here. As you notice, the clown physics will just keep everything floating in the air instead of just dying. And that's just something that you got to have the speed for. But unlike yesterday's run, we do actually have movement speed in this run. So there's less of an excuse to get hit here than it was yesterday. But this tears rate, though, is... oof. It's bad. It's real bad. Really hoping that we get a tears up pill. Get a shot speed up pill, which is pretty much one of the only stats that we didn't need to get an upgrade for. In fact, it's a little detrimental that we got a shot speed upgrade. And this room definitely would have proven it if we didn't have Monstro's Tooth. Now, Monstro's Tooth is an item that you don't normally see me use all that often because it has a really bad tendency to just go after Isaac instead of attacking the enemies in the room, and I really hate that. But you know, Monstro, it does a nice little AOE. It does a very fun looking attack, like just a sort of a suplex out of left field. And it does a decent amount of damage. It can one shot Forsaken. We continue to get the floaty mobs. If anything, this shows you how detrimental having a higher shot speed than 1.0 can be. And again, I know that's like one of those things which is like, Come on, like 1.0 move, 1.0 shot speed. Really, we're gonna start talking about how bad it is to have too much shot speed. Yeah, yeah, it is bad. Monstro getting one of the Digletts down. Thank you, Monstro. I was really hoping that you were gonna go a little bit faster than that, as he could have wiped out this entire room. And any time advantage that we had for boss rush after skipping that first floor is not going to be there, as we've gotten ground down. Not ground on. Which apparently some people call him Groudon, and I just don't understand that. It's just like, it's the whole Rayquaza discussion. It's not Rayquaza. Alright? There's two kinds of people in this world. People who say Rayquaza, and people who are right. Pokemon. Oh, they said it was Rayquaza in the pronunciation video that was shared. No, it's still wrong. It's like just like GIF and GIF. The creators may say it's GIF, but it's a GIF. That is wrong. That's fundamentally wrong. Love to use Monstro's tooth here, but we just don't have a chance to. I'm actually gonna skip that. We get Keeper's Sack. All right, so Keeper Sack giving me a little bit of hope, although it cannot give us a Tears upgrade. It can give us every other stat that we need. And this vault was excellent for us because not only is this telling me that we have full HP, but it's also giving us enough money to use Keeper Sack on this floor. We just have to find the shop. But I still want to get a full charge, though, is the thing. That's the whole reason why I came all this way, was to get a full charge so we can use it on the boss. By it, I mean Monstro's Tooth. How many soul hearts here? So we may start looking at a Sacrum Shuffle possibility here if we have one on this floor. We should go to the shop first. There is a Sacrum Shuffle here. Okay, so this could be interesting. I don't want to play it before we go to the Devil Deal, though. If we get one. 68% should be a... Should be a Devil Deal here, but with Invictoluck and Isaac, you just never know. I don't know how that bomb missed. Euthanasia is 2 or 3 for Spun. We are once again faced with needing a full charge before I go use Monstro's Tooth, and it's a greed fight. Of course it is. Why wouldn't it be? I am hating everything in this room right now. All right, so pretty much a total disaster of the rest of the floor anyway. Let's hope that we can at least get a Devil Deal, because we lost so much HP there, and the greed fight immediately denied us of any use of Keeper Sack, which is, I guess, to be expected. So here's the hoping we pass the 68% Devil Deal chance. And if we don't, then we're forced to go play the Sacrum Shuffle on a Curse of the Unknown, which is not ideal, and I may just say screw it and go to the next floor. Do thankfully, mercifully get a Tears upgrade here from Divorce Papers. And I'm going to take Death's List. We absolutely need it. And I'm going to take Purgatory because, again, we absolutely need it at this point. Go fill up this Bone Heart here that we got, or not? I guess we gave it up for one of those items. Again, with Curse of the Unknown, no clue what our current HP is. So Divorce Papers is going to help us out tremendously, hugely. It's a 30% Tears upgrade for us right now. And man, that was big. I'm not going to play the the Sacrum Shuffle at this point. We don't have enough leftover HP, and had we saved the Bone Heart, maybe, but it's impossible for me to really know where it is in the lineup of our HP with it being Curse the Unknown. I'd rather just go to the next floor, and yeah, hopefully we can start building some offense here. So here's the hoping that we can get some stats. Everything is lined up for us to be able to overcome these lack of items and get some solid stat upgrades from Keeper Sack and from Death's List. So you just saw us right there. We did get a permanent stat upgrade. Don't be fooled by the damage down right now, because it looks like damage down because we remember we had Lusty Blood as well. The health up, might as well take it. Well, for some odd reason, that moves the Bone Heart and unfills it, which I think is dumb. I cannot believe that we are sticking with Monstrous Tooth. We've not been presented with anything better, unfortunately. Okay, Purgatory, you kind of screwed us there. I was hoping you were going to go. Monstrous Tooth and Purgatory both had the chance to go to just the one mob that we needed. I don't mind Charge Penny, but it's just not good here. This is going to be, again, another one of those runs where we're going to need as much HP as possible, because room. Might as well go in the curse room. Guppy's Tail. We have plenty of keys.
I can see forever.
Yes, I am using our bombs offensively here because we don't have one right now. And our damage is not. Well, our damage is bad for where we are right now. And now, if these were starting stats, then we'd be singing a different tune here. But the fact of the matter is that we had to get a Tears Up, excuse me, just to get to base Isaac damage, which you do at Purgatory. Okay.
Experimental pill.
He has an HP up, which again moved the Bone Heart, and means that we're probably going to lose this Bone Heart here. And we get Small Rock, which is fine. I was hoping Euthanasia was going to hit that a little bit sooner. Small Rock is fine here, even though it is a movement speed down. We had enough movement speed to give, and we really are struggling for offensive stats right now. So anything, including Small Rock, is perfectly acceptable for now. At least we know we can't get a greed fight, as we've already found a mini-boss on this floor. And again, another opportunity here for the Sacrum Shuffle, and it's going to buy everything out here. Perks, which is great, and it's going to be great for the Sacrum Shuffle, actually, if we do find one. Okay, so we did get a good amount of damage here. 8.78 base damage is fantastic now. Double Tinted Rock right there. That'd be a double Tinted Rock right there. Hoping that we get a Sacrum Shuffle, because this is primed for it. That spawned a fly out of there. We're really only realistically going to get one floor of advantage out of Keeper Sack, and I have to go look. See if there's a Sacrum Shuffle over here, and there's not.
Invested?
And I think I will go do this. What I was hoping for is I was hoping that there was going to be some kind of stat up in there, or at least, at the very, very least, refund one of our keys, but that did not happen. So we got to be careful with our key usage because of Guppy's Tail. Knowing that Guppy's Tail is going to reduce the amount of keys that we see on this run, we got to be a little bit more selective. Another health up. We actually have too much health. I'm not going to take it. Right now, we have more than enough. Again, we have too much red heart health. And yeah, so that's what Monstro does to a non-squishy boss. To jack up our damage though, thanks to Lusty Blood. We do get another Tears upgrade, thank goodness. And come on, Stanley, you're killing us here. Need to see more hustle out of you, Stan. Got a luck upgrade out of that. So there is our Sacrum Shuffle. I will be doing it here in a little bit, but first, take Lead Pencil. It's gonna be a fantastic Tears upgrade, or a tier effect, I should say. And we have Super Greed here in the shop, or in the secret room, which means that we won't have one in the shop. So very thankful for that. Tons of Soul Hearts here, and I think we just got to go. Honestly, I think we just got to go rip the sack room now. With us having a good amount of HP, having the perks pill, which is going to give us the wafer effect, it just makes sense. And at this point, you can tell I've been doing a lot of talking today. At this point, I'm not expecting the Devil Deals to help us out that much. So I'm going to pop the perks pill, going to give us the wafer effect. We're just going to play this to completion. I'm not going to bother with the Bone Heart. We're going to get 3 taps out of it, which is more than enough. Doing this in the best interest of saving the HP that we're going to use to tap. Basically saves us a half soul heart. Okay, that's fine. We get money. That's the best case scenario because this allows us to spend more money with Keeper Sack on deck and also gives us a chance to get all the HP that we just spent. Not quite from the Blessed Penny, but almost. Bob's Curse. Extra bombs here. Thanks to Voodoo Head. If you're wondering why we have a second curse room, that is because we had Voodoo Head. Pandora's Box. Now that is a takeable item over Monstro's Tooth because now we can use that on the next floor. As long as we don't get Cursed the XL'd, we can use this on the next floor to produce 2 boss items. And that would definitely make up for us missing out on floor 1, whatever that item may have been. Pulling off the trigger there for a second. We got some kind of upgrade. I think it was shot speed. Definitely shot speed, which we definitely do not need. Our shot speed is way too high, but that's just a byproduct of having Death List and Keeper Sack. They always, for some odd reason, they always allot it to the shot speed. I'm not sure why. Get a movement speed there. Another experimental pill. And we get shot speed. Go get a couple keys back. Gotta be, again, conscious of our key usage. A great shot by Euthanasia. Well, keys again, thanks to Contract from Below. And we get card reading. Should help us out late game. This also may open up the window for us to go into... wow, there is a Tears up in the pool. This could open up the chance for us to go to a victory lap and go down to the dark room. I only say that because obviously the best thing about card reading, and my favorite thing, even though it's not everyone's favorite, is that it allows you, if you get a red portal, you get to immediately just skip past the bosses. Skip right to the bosses and skip the level. And I absolutely love that about teleport meta. It's not the most popular meta in the mosh pit, but you know what? I don't strive to be the most popular guy. You get a Tears upgrade there. That's a big Tears upgrade from Death's List. Safety that you get from being able to skip all the way to the boss is just, it's invaluable. It really is this really just a big circle? I mean, Euthanasia going ham here. We have 4.69 luck, so I guess I shouldn't be that surprised. Definitely worth looking here for a key. We have a golden bomb. Get M, which is interesting, but not interesting enough for me to take over the Blessed Penny. You know what? I will take it over Blessed Penny. Why not? Why not? We are going to use... it's going to be useless for us after we use Pandora's Box. I'm hoping the Pandora's Box really knocks it out of the park for us. Yeah, 27 minutes to Mom is... after skipping an entire floor, that's... It's almost impressive, honestly. That still took almost half an hour here. I'm going to have faith in card reading. And we need damage. Okay, so we didn't get screwed by an XL floor. It's spun and more HP, which at least we got... I mean, hey, at least we got a red portal, right? That's what we wanted. And look at all that space that we ended up saving ourselves going through this level. For HP, I will take Goat Head. And a Pound of Flesh may be a good idea with Keeper's Sack for Devil Deals, but... And yeah, we do get another red portal here. Very happy about that. Again, look how much space and rooms that saved us from having to travel through. Faith is rewarded for once. You always count on card reading, man. We get our Devil Deal here because obviously we have Goat Head and Return of Satanic Bible, and this is also a second Guppy item here. We have backpacks, so there's really no reason why we don't have to... we can basically just shuffle between two active items now with M, and that again, that opens up some more possibilities for us. Look at that, a third red portal. Oh man, I'm never going to hear the end of this one. But hey, faith rewarded there. Had faith in card reading, and man, oh man. Skipping us through 3 full maps. Okay. All right, game. Yep. There we go. I am going to clear one room just so we have a full charge to roll through with M. Let's we'll take advantage of that while we have it. Health up at this point, why not? So many health ups. We got health up for days, bro. Live to Die. Close to a Metallica song called To Live Is to Die. Off the album Injustice for All. Look, I'm trying, game. I'm trying. We did not get a red portal this time. Devil Deal items are... I mean, my shadow's okay. Get the sausage in the secret room. Wow. I rolled the razor blade. Didn't do anything. Yeah, we're still rolling through stuff here. I am going to use telepills, see if we get close to the boss. And it's impossible for me to know without having mapping, but I hope so. So if you don't know what M does, by the way, oh my god, did you see the speed of that explosion? If you don't know what M does, by the way, it will re-roll your active item into another active item, and that includes the one-time use items like Death Certificate, Damocles, Pandora's Box, that sort of stuff. So it can be exceedingly valuable if you get lucky enough. And I love M. It's one of my favorite trinkets. It adds some randomness to it. Throwing a little bit of luck there, you might have yourself a Genesis. You completely define your run and change it for the better, or for the worse, I guess, depending on how you look at it. Get the shovel here, which the shovel is not bad in the dark chest, as that is going to give us some extra items to get from, or to get. The Forgotten Room, but one big old Isaac circle over here. You know what? Have fun with that. Charge into that. Spider butt. And I am going to use Wavy Cap once. Don't worry, I'm only using it once. I know. Spewer and Botfly. Botfly does contribute towards Beelzebub. I think we've had quite enough of Red Monstros for 1 week, for 1 month, really, after that one secret room with 18 of them. Someone actually did take a screenshot. It's 18 Red Monstros in there. That is absolutely, positively ridiculous. Sci-Fly, we are going to get Beelzebub. I can use Magic Skin, as that is a very, very bad idea. We're now looking to replace Magic Skin with something else. This Telepills. Hey, there we go. That's what I'm talking about. I'm talking about Telepills. Wanted to get in on the teleport meta action. Though it did put us in this hellish room here. This is definitely not the room you want any. Well, this is the room that you don't want to be in period, but you definitely don't want to be in here with fear effects. We saw from yesterday's episode of how completely unpredictable Mega Fatty can be while under the fear effects. Some people have asked me, why do I shoot bombs when I lay them if I'm planning on getting them to a certain target? And it's just I just kind of do it out of habit, but I also like to see if I can just shoot it into the perfect spot, like that right there. Just a little, it's like practice in a way. Not something I have to do, but it's something I like to do. There we go. Lamb goes down, no problem at all. And yeah, we'll do a victory lap. Let's see if M can get us something exciting. I can see Curse the Blind, Echo Golf Bravo, Juliet 44 Juliet 4. My shadow is doing the thing, and also the portals don't work still. Hey, there we go. I'm pretty sure we fixed that, but be wrong. I've thought wrong things before. Definitely don't want the scam box. I should go back. Actually, with that being a 10-cent item, I know that it's going to be an active item. So let's get rid of Magic Skin. It's going to be Wooden Nickel. Nice. Spinning Top. Okay, that's something we can roll through. The Pentagram, which is going to give us the damage upgrade. Our stats are looking real tasty now. We get a Library, which again is just going to act like more rerolls for M here. Bible. And Book of the Dead. Going to roll here. Oh, look at that. We get ourselves Pandora's Box. I'm going to get rid of the scam box as well, just because I don't feel like losing all those soul hearts to that. Not that we're in any danger, of course. It's just in my opinion, suboptimal. I don't have to lose a bunch of hearts, then I'm not going to. Soul Heart here. And yeah, and Voodoo Head. The downside to Voodoo Head, as I've made it my case very well known, but obviously with it being a late game victory lap situation here, that's 4 Soul Hearts per level, assuming that we don't get anything back, that we have to go just to go into our curse room, which in my opinion is just not going to be worth it. And we are on the hunt for Guppy. I will admit that we are on the hunt for Guppy, or Gumpy. No, I'm just gonna let everything kind of rip in here. Cancer trinket, which is tempting. That's very tempting. I think M's time may be at an end here. You get Red Candle, the hero of Sunday's run, and we're all came back to undefined. All right. Speed up doesn't really matter. Speed up doesn't really matter. We can go into the curse room now. We don't even need a full charge on the Flying Pony to do so. We can actually get out with the Dull Razor Blade. So let's go see if we can get Guppy here. Get Gumpy. We did not. Did not. Okay, so I rolled into Dead Sea Scrolls here, and M just giving us opportunities. I mean, that is the name of the game when it comes to M. And the thing I like about M is the fact that you can really take a run to new heights, or even get a totally different run with just a simple trinket. It's one of the most, I would say, one of the most possible run-defining trinkets or items just in general in all of Isaac. If you get lucky enough. That's the caveat. If you get lucky enough. Shoot the woo. The proc there from Dead Sea Scrolls. Alms Pearl, kind of waste of Soul Heart there, but what can you do? Sure. We'll take Brimstone Bombs. I will take Book of Sin just to use it here to roll it. See what we get. Book of the Dead, no thank you. We want those sort of lower cooldown items that we can shift through with them. A very distinct lack of red portals here, game. Fight a butt, we can just roll it in here. Gonna be the Eternal Desizzle. Yeah, sure. We'll try a roll with the Eternal Desizzle. You never know. Soul Heart for our troubles here. And yeah, let's go ahead and get rid of that right the heck now. Get a health up. We're not going to be using Plan C. We're going to be going back to Shoop to Whoop. Then rolling Plan C. At the very least, we're getting rid of all of the active items that exist in the game, apparently. Although M doesn't quite work like that, it still gives you repeat items like we've already seen. We've already seen Undefined once in this run, obviously. Got Guppy's Head, which didn't give us the Guppy transformation, by the way. In case if anyone was wondering, you cannot roll into a transformation. El Pillows took us again to another library. Wow, we're gonna run out of active items here. Pandora's Box, which gave us an HP upgrade. Not gonna use the Satanic Bible. There's no reason to. Oh, I guess that makes sense that Berserk can't be chargeable. That's fine. Fair. Fine and fair. Come back, Shoop to Whoop, as you see right there. And this is one long and windy map here. We got a Tears upgrade thanks to Death's List. Get Jello as well. Now, of course, we can stop re-rolling our active items whenever we want to. But I just don't want to. No reason for Tarot Cloth because we don't have any. We have no tarot cards. I mean, I'm going to take it anyway for the stats for Keeper's Sack, but yeah, we have no tarot cards to to roll through and get doubled. So, the luck upgrade, 8.69 luck. Look at that. There's a car battery Jello usage now. Got recently buffed in the latest patch. And there was Rag Mega. I don't know if you saw him. You may have blunked a little too quickly there, but Rag Mega was there, I promise you. Champion's belt's good, but we don't have enough money for it. Get Delirious, I will probably be not rolling through. Got two 12-room cooldown items here. I think we got like Pointer Buddy or something. I'm not sure what that is. Oh, Apollyon. We did get a Soul of Eden, which is going to allow us to re-roll something. A D20 and a D6 built into one. There's our item room. Secrets. I think we've gone through every single book that exists. Take Larynx here because we can just use it. Reroll Soul of Eden, or reroll Delirious, and we'll get that. Charm effect of Kidney Bean. Forget Me Now. Now, Forget Me Now would not give us a. It would not give us another active item with M because it's a one-time use thing. We'll get blue map here. But what I'm going to do though, and you may see this sort of play emerging here, is that what I'm planning on doing is using it after boss rush so we can get a second boss rush. Four more items here. The killing power has gone way, way, way up, obviously. The champion chub goes down like a sack of wet potatoes. All right, Navi, fine. What's in here so important? Nothing. Still looking for Guppy, by the way. Ooh, Sharp Straw is a nice one. Bandage, another HP upgrade. Yep. They may be looking at that saying like, wait, what's wrong with Rotten Baby? There's nothing wrong with Rotten Baby. It just doesn't help us in this spot. We don't need him. We don't need him for the damage. It makes the Death's List payout unreliable, and I don't care about conjoined. So no real reason to take the HP there and use it for something like Rotten Baby. That's just going to be more of a nuisance than anything. Metronome gave us something. I don't know what Metronome gave us there. Can't really see. That appears to be one big long dead end over there. Lots of money thanks to Mom's Key. I have no desire to pick up the Poke Friend Ball here, so I'm just going to ignore it. Wow, that was a perfect little bounce there. Oh my gosh, we actually got the payout out of this. How in the world did we do that? With the experiment, or with the euthanasia shot piercing off like that, I thought there was no way we're going to get a payout there, but we did somehow. I got. Take Lost Contact. It doesn't really matter at this point. Coin Purse. Again, we're just buying stuff here for the Keeper Sack. Pretty flag. I don't know where our boss room is. All I know is that it's not over there. Our stats now are moving. What a big change from how this run started on a 27-minute mom kill to now, and taking that victory lap was definitely the right call. Done a pretty good job at taking down these death lists encounters. Been fairly reliable. And we don't have to worry about teleporting out because we have Forget Me Now. We're just gonna do this floor again. Grab a little bit more moolah here. That's what Mom's Box of Friends and car battery looks like, by the way. There we go. Yeah, we already have both of those game. Just looking for a guppy item would be nice. I'm drowsy and I mean, Mysterious Liquid doesn't really do anything, but I guess if there's stuff on the ground there, then obviously we gotta just destroy them. Then we get C-section here, so that is gonna kill our DPS by a lot in terms of our tears rate. However, we just got done getting a nice little tears upgrade there from Consolation Prize. We get Anima Sola. Oh, mama. You know I love you. So now we have the real scenario of do we or do we not use M anymore to preserve Anima Sola? Sissy! Little sissy. Sissy! I'm going to use Hemantemesis so we can go buy this heart. Little sissy. How you doing, sissy? Good day. A good day to see sissy. Even though she's only here temporarily. She's on a very short holiday. Or whatever she does in every other day. Just a monster manual. She's still here. And that's the important part. We really, really wanted to. We could take Bloody Crown to get an extra item room and an extra shop. Or an extra treasure room in the womb, but I'm having too much fun with M. Second boss rush here. Might as well take a third picture. Don't really need them, but we'll take them. Use the shadow. There's Capricorn. Oh my gosh. Oh my goodness gracious. What is going on in here? Ooh boy. Capricorn is an all stats up that we don't need. I forget what does Hemolacria do with C-section? It's a big damage upgrade. Does it splinter off when it's done? No, it's just a straight up damage up. Okay. I have no idea what just happened there. X skin again, which I'm not going to use. I'm also not going to use the clicker. So the game, M gave us 2 active items that I'm just simply not going to use. Euthanasia, by the way, is what's causing all those explosions, not C-section. Very high amounts of damage here. Here's a little sparkle sound effect from Sissy. That is the Sinvicta reference that Zombolis was kind enough to put in. Gotta love a sparkling little Sissy. She does a good job, you know? No matter how tumultuous the world gets and how negative everything becomes, Sissy's still gonna be here. She's here for you. Let her be here for you. We do get a red portal here, thankfully. About time. Mr. Dolly doesn't really matter. We're already way capped on tiers. We do get Guppy's tail, though, which was not a transformation. Did we or did we not touch another Guppy item in this run game? I'm not talking about the Guppy's head that we rolled into, by the way. I thought I could have swore we had another Guppy item on deck. Apparently not. Pretty. Metamorphosis gets us down to 1 heart. Oh. Well, Dookie's setting a trap for us. Or are we Guppy? We may already be Guppy. A range upgrade here. I just know the tiers upgrade. Any tiers up that you can get for C-section is huge. You get double perks actually now, and that's also pretty big, as it does double our HP, essentially. Giving us the wafer effect again. Oh my gosh. That was just satisfying as all get out right there. And we've gone the wrong way. Now, yes, we could use Magic Skin to get rid of our HP upgrades. And we have the school bag. There's not really any good reason for us not to use Magic Skin here. As holding on to it with the school bag will allow us to, it ensures that we never see it again, which is the downside, other than the possible risk of death because of overuse. That's the downside to Magic Skin, is just that if you use it once, you're going to see it again and again and again on every item pedestal. And it's very annoying when it does that. One more Devil Deal here, and Spear of the Night. We don't really need Spectral Tears, and we already have flying, so I don't think that's necessary. Kind of hoping that we're gonna get another active item here. Would have been nice, game. Curse the Blind. Oh. I even thought about using Magic Skin here, but with it being Curse the Blind and the threat of TM Trainer, that turns into a hell no. Absolutely not. Big old Even Age is just going off here. Metamorphosis again. Just speed up. I haven't needed movement speed for quite a while in this run game. We needed it yesterday, though. Where were you there? You love how the Euthanasia tiers kind of almost perpetuate themselves. Oh, there's a fire there. I saw that fire and thought it was the coin. Yeah, it's Curse the Blind. Had a feeling this was a dead end, which is the reason why I bombed it. Very, very suspicious placement of this room here. That's the reason why I did that. My suspicions were confirmed. That was just setting us up for a dead end. Now, we are taking damage here. Not to a dangerous amount, but some annoying amounts of damage. Filigree Feather's a day late and $1 short for this build. If you're wondering where all the tiers, where all the shots from Isaac went there, it's because remember we have the contact lens, which is just blocking out all the tiers that Isaac was trying to hit us with. We got the D-Sizzle. Finally get ourselves another active item here. I'm gonna put down. Ooh, got the Trinket Smelter, which we probably don't want to smelt. If I'm honest. The crawl space in here? Okay. Very weird spot for it. We get blood bombs, which is going to give us a full heal and a little bit of extra HP, which also allows us to use bombs. Use our HP for bombs if we run out, which we probably won't in this run, if I'm honest. Not really using bombs anymore. And we can't use it to skip out of rooms, so... At the end of the day, I don't know if C-Section Haemolacria was that big of a DPS increase, because obviously it kills our Tears Raid. C-Section already kills your Tears Raid. Then you add that to Haemolacria, and yeah. It's your rapid fire goodbye. The Sizzle gives us Sumptorium. Okay, with so many active items. We are going to be sealing it up here for a successful run. It was definitely far removed from yesterday in the in all the best of ways possible, and I'm glad. I'm glad that we get to start off October with a fun run. Definitely not new worthy, but still fun nonetheless. Here, we get blood rights again. Oh my gosh, Euthanasia going ham, and yeah, it was a great victory lap. Shout out to Card Reading for getting us through a lot of the early skips there on lap number 1. And then M is just fun. I was hoping that we were going to get Death Certificate or something, but oh well, we'll save that for next time. So thank you for watching, everyone. Have a great start to your Wednesday here. Remember, if you enjoyed this video, click the like button, leave a comment down below. I know I say it after every single video, or at least try to, but it's always good to remind people, as it does help out and support the channel. And have a happy midweek here in the Mosh Pit, and I will see you all next time. Until then, so long, everybody. Thanks for watching this video. Thanks to patrons of mine like Status Calamitos, Nathan Trumbo, Bradley Schoenhide, and Tim Walker. If you'd like to have your name read at the end of an Isaac episode, check out my Patreon campaign, which you can find over at patreon.com/Sinvicta.